Hello, everybody. How are you all? Hope you all had a fabulous Sunday and it was very, very relaxing. Yes, in the whole previous episode, we discussed about the 21st century challenges. What are the exact challenges that our children, that is, young children, will have to encounter when they come out for global workforce after 18 years. We also understood what UNESCO has guided us, and we also discussed how can we prepare ourselves as educators and caregivers to meet this challenge. Today I have a very, very important thing to share with you. Do you know who is the 21st century kid? Do you know who is a 21st century parent? And more than that, do you know one thing that you must have on a table to identify yourself as a 21st century facilitator? The thing that I will be talking about in this episode is a thing that none of you would have used in your schools on your tables till now. I bet this. If you were using this on your table, then please comment it in the box. I will be really happy to appreciate you. So I'm showing you something with which you can claim that you are a 21st century facilitator who is working on the brain connections and the synapses formation in the child's brain. I can't hold more. You just dive into the recording and you know what is it and why do you need it on the table. Again, I thank each new member for joining our community. I request you to comment, share and like if you are finding this video interesting. Even a thumbs up will really keep me motivated to share more and more of information with you. So I will be expecting at least a thumbs up from you to build a relationship with you and go on in this journey. So I wish all of you a very, very happy learning and just find out what is that one thing that you must have it on your table. Happy learning. Do you know that one thing that can help you to claim yourself as 21st century educator? Yes. This is the one. Can you see this? What is this? This is the model of the brain. And this will be the one part on our table for us to help parents understand what we do in these years, thanks to Complan and Horlicks, who already said it, that the major of the brain development happens even before 6 years of age. I want you to understand this. Later I will again come and explain how we can help in the brain development. What is 21st century kid? Who is a 21st century kid? 21st century kid is a kid born with more neural connections than you and me. So today's generation, today's kids are born with more neural connections in the brain. So I want to just state an example that I heard in one of the conferences that I visited. It was a very big pediatrician sharing his experience on the stage. He said that they were, the couple, he and his wife, the couple were expecting the second child when their elder son was only 2 years old. So they were expecting the second child and they always told their elder son that they would have another baby, a sister baby, and she would give a gift to the brother as soon as she arrives. Now this 2-year-old child was waiting for that baby to arrive, and on one final day when the mother gave birth to the baby, the child was waiting for the gift. He just waited for a couple of more days till the mother was comfortable and came home back. The eldest child had in mind that the sister would bring gift for him. He just went to mummy and asked, "Where is the gift?" He saw the child and he told, "This baby is too small. How can she buy a gift for me?" Even when the parents were preparing for an answer, the elder son said, "Oh, maybe she could order it online for me." Amusing? My dear educators, I want you to think about this. The child said, "She could order an online gift for me. He is 2 years and his nursery teacher will have to wait for 1 more year to teach him standing line. This tells about the brain development which has already happened in the child's brain, and we are not using that developed brain in the activities. We are still hanging on to the old traditional things that we did, all old practices that we did, not upgrading or not understanding that this child is not the same that the child with which we began our careers. Even if it is 5 years, 3 years, 10 years, the brain development has happened very rapidly henceforth. The first thing that the teacher should understand is every year the playgroup kids or the nursery kids or the junior KG kids, whichever is your starting level, who come to us, come with a more refined, developed brain. So now I again come back to my model, my favorite thing when I talk about 21st century mastery. This is the one which we will be dealing with. How do we convince our parents? How do we handle an inquiry? What are the things that we assure them that we are providing the child? We assure everything. We do fine motor development, gross motor development. These are the activities. These are the celebrations. We assure them with every information. But are we telling that we are the ones who are helping the child's brain to gain more synapses? What is a synapse? Synapse is a neural connection that happens when the child solves a problem, generates an idea. So in preschool years, as claimed, the brain rapidly develops between the age of 0 to 6 years, and every activity we do to create a synapse in the brain, the development of the brains happen very fast. We cannot show this to parents, show the real brain to the parents. Nor the child can go and tell, see, I had so many neural connections today in my brain. The effort that you will put will not be seen by the parent, but this will determine the future intelligence of the child. The more of connections is established in this age, the more of synapses happen in this age, determines the future intelligence. In future, how the child will handle a problem, how the child will solve a problem, how will the child think of an idea, generate an idea. So the entire thing, the foundation happens in your classroom, in your schools. So my dear educators, I request you to get a model of this. This is only 300 rupees. You can get it on the Amazon. Please order this and keep it on your table. So for every parent, when they walk in, you say, with all other developments, with all other activities, we are now 21st century educators who will work on the brains of your child, who will help your child, who will help more to happen more connections in your child's brain. So please claim this henceforth, educates parents also in this aspect. Who are 21st century parents? They are more educated, they are more informed, nuclear, and they have access. They can get to know what's happening around the world, what are the best practices, what is best for my child. So when they have an access for what is best for my child and what are the best practices, and if you and me are not equipped or even aware of those practices, how will we face or handle these 21st century parents? We all understand how we deal with parents. Sometimes we deal with parents who completely are unaware of the 21st century, and a few parents who are over aware of the coming challenges. So we need to balance both the parents, bring in awareness in the parents who don't know about this, and handle the parents who already know about this. So my dear educators, if you don't advance yourself, you cannot handle 21st century parents. Hello friends, how was this surprise for you? Do you agree with me that we need this on our tables? Now we will address parents not only as teachers, but we will also address as neurosurgeons or neurologists. Yes, we can talk about the neural connections in the child's brain, and we are doing it from a very long time. It is only the awareness that was to be ignited in you, and I'm sure that you will definitely get it on your table. As I told you, it's only 3 to 400 rupees if you get it from Amazon. So please order for this today. And with this, I conclude today's episode. In coming episodes, I shall be discussing what was the system and the practices in 20th century and what will be the systems and practices in 21st century. With that, we will also have to carry forward the literacy development, which we will be doing it from tomorrow. Tomorrow, I will be telling you how to introduce a letter for the first time in the nursery class or at the age of 3. What is the procedure and duration to introduce one letter, the procedure and whatever the teaching aids that is involved. So I will be discussing with you in detail about introduction of letter. As I told you, 26 letters play very important role in the foundational literacy. So don't miss tomorrow's video to know how to introduce alphabets in nursery or at the age of 3+. With this, I conclude today evening's session and I wish you all a very, very happy learning. See you tomorrow in the knowledge capsule. Till then, bye-bye.